Hello YouTube, today I'm at Champion Chevrolet taking a look at this all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500. This particular trim is the LTZ trim package. Starting off up front, you have this absolutely massive grille to allow for more cooling with Chevrolet spelled out. This vehicle does have the 360-degree camera system. Front-facing camera is right there. Full LED light group, including LED fog lights. Really nice tow recovery hooks. Parking sensors are integrated into the bottom portion of the bumper. There is your Z71 badge. And for the diesel engine, which this particular vehicle is equipped with, this is an actual functional air intake right there. There you have your Duramax and Allison transmission badging up top on the hood. Z71 badging again right there. And then taking a play out of the GMC Sierra playbook, they actually include these plastic fender flares right here, which are very nice in helping protect against rock chips and corrosion. Over here we have the new updated trailer tow mirror that is moved down slightly to increase visibility out of the side windows. Right here you have some mud splash guards, and if you look closely you can actually see that the paint looks thicker on the rocker panel, and Chevy does that to help protect against chips and then eventually paint corrosion. So it's very cool that they do that. 2500 HD badge right there. Chrome cab length steps. Here's another shot of those trailer tow mirrors. This vehicle has passive entry on all four doors. Simply push the button and you can lock or unlock the vehicle. New for 2020 is these bedside steps. So if you have to get into the bed from the side, put your foot here and you can easily reach up and touch the bottom of the bed there. Again, really nice fender flares, paint protection again on the rockers. You have really nice 20-inch chrome rims on a Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner AT, and the tire size looks to be a 265/55 R20, I believe. Very nice. Coming around back, we have the new updated bumper step, which has been made bigger to accommodate a work boot or steel toe boots. The blind spot monitor is also integrated into here as well instead of the LED taillight. Absolutely massive diesel exhaust tip. Parking sensors again integrated into the bottom portion of the bumper. Over here we have your standard 7-pin connector, and then these connectors right here are for the professional trailer camera system. This one right here, you open it up, giving you access to a port. You plug this camera in, and this one will be in the inside of the trailer. And then you plug this camera in right here, and this will actually display what's behind the trailer in a view that makes it look like the trailer is invisible and you can see right through it. Very cool feature. Right here we have your backup camera, and then over here we have an LED light. This doesn't have a traditional hinge style tailgate release, it simply has a button. Chevrolet is stamped into the tailgate. You have your LTZ badge over there, and then your Silverado badge over here. Coming over to this side, we have your diesel fuel fill port, as well as your DEF fill port. On the previous 25 and 3500s, it was actually under the hood, so you had to pop the hood to fill the DEF, but now it's in the same area you fill the diesel up at. Another thing to note, this does have the engine block heater, and new for 2020, Chevy has integrated a block heater plug right here, so you no longer have that ugly power cord coming out of the grill. You simply come up to this, pop that open, and you can plug your truck in. Let's take a closer look at the interior of this vehicle. So starting out over on the left hand side, I want to point out you have this real nice soft leather armrest here, and then the door panel it's not plastic. It feels almost kind of like a rubbery leather. It is very soft and nice to the touch. The interior of this is brown and tan, and you have these really nice brushed looking door handles throughout. 2-seat memory is right here. All of your window controls are right here. And then your trailer tow mirror controls are here as well. This button on the right, push it, and both mirrors will fold in. Push it again, and they will fold out. The button in the middle actually power extends the mirrors as well. So you can adjust the mirrors and put them in the tow mode without having to leave the vehicle, which is pretty sweet. A lot of people don't like these new mirror design. However, I actually don't mind them. I think they're really nice looking, and by taking them off and setting them lower, you actually can see a little bit more. Yes, they are still pretty big, but because they are lower and out a little bit farther, you don't have as much of a blind spot here where you traditionally would with the old outgoing body style. Over here we have your mode selector. This vehicle has trailer tow mode as well as off-road mode. Right there you can see we are in normal, now we're in off-road, and then now we are in trailer with a little trailer icon down there. Under that we have your push button transfer case, auto, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Under that we have all the buttons for the LED lighting in the interior of the vehicle as well as the exterior of the vehicle. This vehicle also has a electronic parking brake. Coming up top to the instrument cluster, standard tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right, and then a digital LCD display in the middle. Very customizable as well. Working our way back to the steering wheel, very nice soft leather wrap steering wheel. Over on this side we have all of your cruise control buttons as well as your adaptive cruise control button up top, and then below that we have the heated steering wheel button. When it's on you have an amber indicator, when it's off it will be dark. Over on this side you have all of your hands-free call buttons right here, and then to the right of that you have your scroll wheel or selector wheel for the center LCD display. Cool feature too, this is actually a scroll wheel, and then when you want to select something you just push the wheel in and you'll select it. Very, very nice. Coming up top, you have a 2-tiered storage compartment area, shallow portion closest to the windshield, deeper area closer to the passengers. Again, you have that soft, almost plasticky, rubbery feeling leather up top, and it is very soft and nice. Another thing to go over real quick, I don't know how well it's gonna come through on camera because of the sun. This vehicle is equipped with the heads-up display. As you can see, the 0 mile an hour right there. I can also move it up or down, and I can control what view I see. So right now I'm looking at the adaptive cruise control, mile an hour with navigation, my off-road settings, so my approach and departure angles, and my rotation. Very, very cool. Also too, with this vehicle you do have the speed limit displayed as well, so you know how fast you're going and what speed limit you're currently on, in terms of if you're on a road with a 55 mile an hour speed limit, it will display that up top. And then those controls are actually over here on the left side of the steering wheel. Very, very cool. I think Chevy currently is the only truck manufacturer to have that feature. So coming over to this beautiful touchscreen display, this is the new Chevy MyLink. Awesome redesign, way more responsive than it's previously been in the older generation of trucks. It also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you can see right there. This particular one does have navigation included, and it has a 4G LTE hotspot right there. You can control pretty much everything from here. This right here is your trailering app. click it, and you can have pretty much a pre-trip walkthrough. So if you're going to be towing something, you can go through that. You have your checklist, trailers, and settings. Let's go home, go to the cameras. Your 360-degree camera is right here, as well as your front-facing camera. You can zoom in on the front and the rear. This is an actual 3D mock-up of the truck, so you can see what's around you. And then these right here are your mirror cameras. Again, tons and tons of features. And then this camera over on the far right, if you had those cameras hooked up for the trailer, is where you would view those, right over there. And then there's the backup cargo camera as well. Very, very cool. To get out of that, we're gonna go down to these buttons here. You have a home button right here, which takes you home. Your back button and your seek or scan buttons. Right here we have your volume knob, and then your tune or seek knob, and then your OK button. So if you're on something, you scroll with the wheel, click OK, and it will take you there. Below that we have your heating and cooling buttons for this vehicle. This is dual zone climate control, and right now it is synced up. Turn that down so you guys can hear me. Below that we have your heated and ventilated seat buttons for both driver and passenger. This being a diesel, it does have an exhaust brake, on and off, on indicated by the amber light. Here is your lane keep assist button, again indicated on by the amber light. Parking sensors on. This button right here will actually lower the tailgate. I'll push that real quick, and it automatically lowers. Hazard lights right here, traction control off. This button right here controls the, I believe, 110 volt power outlet in the bed of the truck, indicated by a green light, green for on. And then here's your hill descent control. I believe that's standard with the Z71 package. Below that we have the integrated trailer brake control right here. On previous generations it was up on the left hand side. In my opinion, it belongs right here. With most people being right-handed, it just seems kind of natural to put that there. USB-C, USB, as well as a 12 volt outlet, and then a 110 volt 400 watt max outlet, I believe. Right here we have a wireless charger, so if your phone has that capability, plop her down right there and you'll be good to go. Shallow storage compartment on the right side of that. Working our way back, we have two cup holders with a little storage tray in the middle. Coming back even further, we have this really nice leather wrapped armrest slash storage compartment. Push the button in, giving you access to an LED lit storage container. This also has file management racks right here, so if you are using this truck for work, you can put all your files here and keep them organized. You have a USB-C port here, USB port, and an aux port here as well. And then you also have an SD card reader. Pretty sweet. Here's a closer look at these leather seats. Pretty nice. And a closer look at the door. The trim in this vehicle is very, very classy. I love the brown and tan color scheme. This vehicle also has the Bose Audio sound group, which sounds absolutely amazing. You have a two-tiered glove box compartment. First tier right here. In these are your TPMS sensors for the trailer. Second portion, second glove compartment right here. Coming up top to the vanity, it is lit for passenger as well as driver. Let's see if this will focus. Hopefully it does, you can see. We have a 3-door universal garage remote right there. This little switch controls the power sliding rear window. You have the buttons for the dome map lights right here, and then all of your OnStar GM exclusive stuff is right there. This being an LTZ has the awesome camera backup mirror, which is super, super cool. The camera is actually in the third brake light, so we're gonna flick it down, and then we actually have different things, settings. So right now we're in the brightness mode. I can make it brighter, or I can make it dimmer. Right now we are in the zoom feature, so I can zoom. Then we are in the up or down portion. I can control whether the camera looks up or down. And then back to the brightness setting. Flick it again, goes back to a regular mirror. That is very, very cool. I wish all trucks would have that feature. Overall, very impressed with this. LTZ, you get a lot of bang for your buck. You're not quite at the premium level. However, you do get a lot of premium features. Like I said, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, camera, power tailgate, just tons and tons of sweet features in this truck. With that being said, let's take a look at the back and see how much. So before I get in, this vehicle also does have the Chevy branded floor liners, which covers the entire floor in the back as well as the driver's and passenger's side. It is angled right here, so if you do have a spill or water, it will just fall down into the door sill and then eventually out the truck. These seats do fold up very easily, giving you access to some under-seat storage with a lip. So if you want to put things in here and keep them out of sight, out of mind, you can easily do that. Again, the seats are very easy to fold up and down. Running boards, grab handle, very, very easy to get up into this truck. With the driver's seat situated where it would be if I was driving, I'd say I have easily a foot of leg room before my knees hit. I am 5'11", if that helps anybody out there. You do have storage in the form of pouches behind both driver and passenger seat. 2 cup holders right here with this cutout for a tablet, so you can actually prop a tablet up in here if the rear passengers want to be entertained while you are driving them around. Something new for the new 2020 heavy duties, the rear passengers finally get some heating and cooling vents. I know that was long anticipated and way overdue. I don't think they had heating vents at all on the previous generation of truck. USB-C, USB port, as well as a 12-volt outlet, and the captain's chairs are heated. The center chair is not. Taking a look at the rear seats, really nice tan leather again. The center portion does fold down, giving you access to 2 cup holders. And this being a higher end trim, you do have in-seat storage on both captain's chairs right here. And then it's not just storage right here, it actually goes back over here. I can fit my whole hand over here. So you can put some pretty big items in here that you want kept out of sight. If you look closely too, you can see the cutouts. So if you are taller, you definitely have headroom in this vehicle. And they don't not only do it for the front, but the back as well. Hanger hooks on both sides, LED dome lights, tons and tons of leg room in this vehicle. Again, there's some of the finish and trim pieces on this vehicle. It looks very, very nice. Let's take a closer look at the back. So this being an LTZ, there is actually a couple ways to open the tailgate on this vehicle. First way, like I demonstrated before, there's the button inside the cab. Second way is by pushing this button right here and the tailgate will release. Or the third way is to go to the key fob and push that twice and the tailgate will automatically come down. Very cool feature. Right here we have a spray-in bed liner already installed from the factory. If you look closely too, General Motors did a really good job at utilizing as much space as possible with these new beds, and they pushed out the outer wall on both sides as much as they can, again to maximize cargo space. Also class leading, there are 12 tie downs in this bed. Most trucks you'll be lucky if you get 4 or 8. There is 3 here, 3 over there, 3 over there, and 3 over there. This vehicle is equipped with the LED bed lighting, and that 120 volt, I misspoke, I said 110. 120 volt, 400 watt max power outlet is right there as well. Now, this truck being higher up off the ground, being in HD, it may be a little more difficult to close the tailgate. However, it is very light, but if you lift it just a little bit, it assists itself back up, which is very cool. So for example, if you have your hands full and you're able to use your knees to get up this high, you can put your knee on it and it will take itself up the rest of the way, which is absolutely awesome. Let's take a closer look at that window sticker. So I hope you can see it a little bit. If not, I'll kind of go over the key features. This is a 2020 Silverado 2500 four-wheel drive LTZ crew cab with a Summit white exterior and a Gideon very dark atmosphere interior color. The engine is the 6.6 liter turbo diesel. I believe the generation of the diesel engine is the L5P. The transmission is a Allison branded 10-speed automatic. All of your standard equipment is going to be right here in this rectangle. This vehicle has a standard price of $53,300. All of your optional equipment are going to be in this rectangle right here. Most notable packages are the 6.6 turbo diesel engine for $9,890. The LTZ Plus package for $2,565. The Z71 off-road and protection package for $2,480, and then finally the technology package for $2,125. There are a couple more miscellaneous packages here. The total vehicle price comes to $73,750, and because this is a heavy-duty vehicle, it is not applicable to EPA fuel economy requirements. A lot of people in my videos talk about the total vehicle price or MSRP of a vehicle, and very rarely, if ever, should you actually be paying sticker or MSRP for a vehicle. It depends on what time of year you buy and what discounts, rebates, and incentives you can qualify for. A lot of times, Chevy does a really good job at offering discounts and rebates, and it's not unheard of to easily get around $10,000 off sticker price. Again, it all just depends on when you're buying and what you qualify for. I want to give Champion Chevrolet, located in Howell, Michigan, a huge shout out and thank you for allowing me to come to their lot and do a video walkthrough of this vehicle. If you're interested in getting into a brand new 2020 Silverado, I will be putting all of the contact info in the description below. At the time of filming this video, I believe they have every single trim available except the work truck model. So again, I'll leave all the contact info in the description below. Like always, thanks for watching and have a great day.